Hello everyone, and thank you very much for tuning in. I, of course, am Rotype. Welcome back to Factorio Cities, where in this episode, we are going to build the rest of our, well, maybe not all of it. We're going to build a bunch more of our oil production pipeline, I guess you could say, area. Starts, of course, with this tank kind of collection here. Oh, I don't have any... Need some pumps for that. Okay, so let's see. Hopefully I can make pumps. Don't remember where they are. Here we go. 4? I believe I need, what, 1, 2, 3, 4. I need some on that side too, so that's fine. We'll start with these. Am I out of tanks already? Yes, out of tanks. So this is my setup that I have built in my sandbox, so you guys didn't have to watch me try and figure it all out. Should be able to get most of this connected. I just go ahead and build myself another tank here. Should be able, there we go. Now that should get all of these running. Yep, looks like all of these guys are running. And we can start filling in these tanks. This is where the lubricant's going to go. So once I get this connected here, you should see some lubricant. Yes, so I'll go over the overall theme is, in general, this side, this kind of lower side here is up and into storage. And then on this side is kind of out and down, either into this or out into the bus. So I'll show you what that means. Let's get a bunch more of this. I'm just gonna hook up the heavy oil here quickly. As soon as I get some more tanks, there we go. I do need as well some more engines. So let's go grab a bunch of these. Here we go. I'll just make a couple pumps here to hook this guy up, and I'll show you what this looks like. So you can see this does not go up, it only goes down. I'm going here, 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 and here. And at this point, we have another section, and this gets connected in. So as you can see, the only way this goes is down. This is almost kind of another bus for these lines, and it's backwards of kind of the normal way, but that way when these are done, they can be fed up back into here. So for example, one of these lines will be cracking, so the heavy oil will come down this bus, and the output will have its own bus over here to come back in, and that way you'll be able to feed it right back into storage and have all of your information in the storage here. Let's go ahead. We're going to need a lot more of these tanks. I forgot that they are all connected and the system doesn't run very well without them all. So we'll go ahead and build a bunch more of these. Let's just grab all of that. And we need some steel. Here's our steel box. Let's try and get this all hooked up. In the meantime, I think I can switch back to the construction bots. Just kind of start filling in some of this stuff. Hopefully I have enough pipes around. Get this all, okay, good. Now the heavy's all done. This will be water eventually to head off. Here we go, a couple more of these. Looks like we're doing them one at a time, unfortunately, but luckily it looks like this is starting to run. A few more. Petrol, there we go. Oh, I do need a couple more of these guys. 2 of those. Our lubricant, there we go. I believe that's all the tanks. I'm actually going to stop building tanks for the moment. Yes, good. It looks like I have all the tanks built. So now this system should be working. We see pumping in all of our material. We see these are all green lit. These are all running. Excellent. Now we don't have a ton of crude oil coming in, which is somewhat of a problem, but what are we going to do? Now these will pump out and down the bus like we talked about before. Let's see, this is all up. None of these are hooked up. Okay, so we'll go ahead and do this. There we go. Now we have lubricant being fed into the lubricant line. And I've got all these wired up, so if I just hover over here, you can see we have 19,000 petroleum, 14 light, 10 heavy, and etc., etc. This pump is set to pump until we have 20,000, and then we'll shut off lubricant production. I figure, I mean, obviously we can change that as necessary, but 20,000 is a lot of lubricant. And above that, we want to be cracking down into our lower materials. I'll just get the robots to do the rest of this. This kind of tedious pipe work gets a little bit annoying, so gonna march along. If I remember correctly, this is cracking into light oil. We can verify that by seeing, yes, the output goes into the light oil return pipe. So I kind of think of these as return pipes. And am I out of... Appears I'm out of the chemical plants. So we'll make a couple more of these. And fill this in. This will be obviously the solid production, which we won't really need any at the moment. Just going to get it all hooked up. But that's pretty much the only use of the light oil, other than being cracked back down into the other materials, into petroleum, really. So that's why this solid is here. And I actually have plastic here, but what I might do is insert... Yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. I'm gonna clear the plastic. I'll have to think about this a little carefully. But before I want to make plastic, I want to crack the light oil into... something got a little messed up here. I want to crack the light oil into petroleum before I start using the petroleum. So let's see, this is where the solid will come up. I don't know what happened to my blueprint here. It looks like a couple things got missed. That's fine. We should be able to figure this out by hand in a minute. So this needs to be light oil. So that will be right here. And it gets an underground like that. There we go. So these are produced for a little bit until the lines back up. But that's fine. We need to use up the light fuel before we have any research for cracking anyway. There we go. Now this is funneling the petrol down, which is actually not what I want. If I go ahead and use... Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and make this the cracking section. We'll clear this. And... Ooh, I don't have any lights in here. I'll have to go through and put lights in. But after this, I want to make basically another one of these. Where this is going to be water... And let's see, yeah, so the output is in the middle. Let's go ahead and fill these in just so it looks complete. I'll grab a new blueprint. New one, please. There we go. And we'll try to mimic this as best we can. I need, I think, that, and probably not all this pipe equipment on the top, but I can remove that as necessary. Go through... Let's see, I want to line up everything. So make sure the poles and the pipes are all lined up. Let's see, I think that will work. So I've placed that, and I'm going to go ahead and just clear all this stuff up top. I'm going to need to redo that. Okay. And this setup needs a ton of these chemical plants, which need gears, so I'll go back and get some gears. Let's see, back here. Gears are in this box. I have a lot of gears. That's fine, we'll make a bunch of these. Need pipe, oh, okay, so I've run myself out of pipe. And I might as well pick up some of these as well. We're filling these all in. There we go. Okay, so this is going to be petroleum coming out, which means this, actually I should first, no, so this is the return, so there's nothing to return from here, but there is only this to return from here. We'll bring this down to here, and that will be the petroleum return. Go, these can all line up. Now, and as far as this side goes, we'll just jump to here. Give this an extra. There we go. All right, so this is the petroleum return, and it gets returned up and pumped into, here it is, the petroleum. So you see this pump is pulling them up and into the storage. Let's go back and take care of our, oh, we must be out of electric poles. I can make two. What am I out of? Steel plate. All right, go grab some steel plate. Okay, so there's a steel plate to make some more electric poles. Place these, please, robots. Do my work for me because I'm lazy. There we go. All right, so now we need to connect these exterior sides with, go ahead and put that pump there and make myself a new one. I like having the pumps there because that way I can regulate them with circuit conditions. So I need, let's see, this is wired up, I believe, if I remember correctly, looks like the input oil is this one right here. All right, so we're gonna run this up just so I can kind of see. We'll connect this here. For now, we need a pump to go there and also to be wired with green, but I don't believe this green is connected. That's correct. Is this green connected? Yes. All right, so we can just connect these guys along. There we go. Excellent. So you are running if lubricant, this looks like, how is this connected? Looks like I have the green running down the outside on these large bowls. That works. However, this needs to run not if, well, maybe. So this runs if lubricant is less than 20. Yeah, there it is. So this runs if lubricant is greater than 20. So over here, I will run probably something with the, oh, did I break something? Why are these not running? Oh, they have no outputs. That's why. Alrighty, we'll go ahead and build some of these. Don't want to be picking up. There we go. Okay. So I'm gonna have to count the solid fuel in some way because I want this to be partially enabled. Let's see. Pretty much if they're, actually I think the only condition I want is solid, right? Because light fuel is pretty much only used for solid or crack it down. So in that case, I'm going to, let's see, can I disconnect? I forget the clicking. Shift click, control click. Nope, I'll just pick it up and put it back down. And eventually we'll build a condition based on the solid fuel, but for now, we'll just go ahead and pump it in. Of course, it doesn't mean anything at the moment because we don't have the technology to crack, but it's fine. Am I still out of electric poles? Yes, I am. Okay. There we go. Just connect all of these like that. Great. I know we have kind of an excess of electric poles, but I'm not too worried about it. This is wired up kind of in a funny way though that I don't like. Looks like they all are. Gotta fix that, make sure this doesn't look too ridiculous. And then this one to there. Also have it with the green one as well. This to here to here. Yes, there we go. Okay, so now we have our petroleum, light to petroleum cracking. Eventually this will be water. Might as well get that hooked up at this time. Water here. Go ahead and do this. Don't need anything to do with the heavy. Go ahead and do this. Petrol and the lubricant. Connect this and that. Good. And the water over here. So here's the water again. Oh, of course, that is just not going to connect. That's unfortunate. Did I do anything special over here? No, not really. Well, this is going to be a little awkward, but I like things better that way. Or you know what? Yeah, that's fine. We'll just do it here. Oops. All right, so now that's all connected. Now we actually need our plastic. So let's find my block. Refinery block. It's not the right, here it is. It's a chemical block. Now, maybe I'll find a place to just kind of stick this somewhere where I can then clear it away from any robots or whatnot. So this last column, let's see, I'd really rather just do it, here we go, somewhere out in the open where I don't have to worry about trees, although I need radar coverage for it. Good enough. Okay. So there's all this, and what I do want to do is capture this plastic section. Because I've already done the work. Why am I going to try and figure it all out again? Okay, let's come in here, and let's see, hopefully this will fit. Yeah, it looks like I can fit this in the block. Everything is lined up. Looks like it. Place that. Clear this pole, I think, and these lights. Yeah, and then before I forget, we'll go back down here. Where was it? Here it is. Just kind of clear all this stuff. I don't need to clear the trees just yet. So, there. All right, so let's go out of the map. And like the robots clean all this stuff up. Okay, continue to build, please. Off you go. This also has no return liquid, so we don't have to worry about that. I do need to build a bunch more inserters here. Step over here to finish building this side. There we go. I need one more pump, which I don't believe that's correct. I don't have at the time. I believe that's everything that I have the ability to make. Now these have to be coal. Now unfortunately I have this more than 4 stretch that happens to be lined up right there. We're gonna have to take a look at that in a moment. This is plastic returning, or not returning, going to the bus. So this goes up like this. There is a disaster happening right now with these electric lines. I'm also going to clear a few of these trees that are just kind of offending my sensibilities. There we go. Okay. Put some lights down. You get some lights, you get some lights. And holy hell, what's going on with all these wires? Okay, you, go to you. Like that. Clean this guy up. You are connected just all over the place. Actually, you shouldn't even exist. Clear this guy out of the way. You are off. There we go. Okay, that's better. Now, do I have the rest of my chemical plants, please? Yes, I do. Good. All right, so it looks like this is all hooked up. I have the petrol down here. I've placed my petroleum. It's getting everywhere. Good. So now I need to figure out how to get coal here. Do I want to come from, let's go to the map. Do I want to bring coal in from the raw bus? I don't think so. I gotta go past this entire refinery, which eventually is gonna be full. So I think we'll come in, we have coal on the main bus over here. So we'll bring it in this way. It'll be one of the rare times where something comes off the main bus and goes south. But I'm okay with that. Bring this all the way down. There we go. And we need 2 turnoffs. We need one here. Right, like that. And actually, I want to turn off this so that it stops doing that. I'm gonna go to my bus management. Somewhere, here it is. We have to decide how many lines of coal. Currently we only have 1, so I guess I'm just gonna do a regular old split. And then as we get to later things, we'll deal with it. There we go, like that. Here to here. Now, what do we want to do about this? I think perhaps, let's see, let's clear this out a bit. Let's just run them to there because we have the length on the pipes. And we can run this to there to make them line up. And we'll still just do that. Keep things even. That makes sense? Excellent. Now this one comes up underneath these light poles. here to here. And then again, just a split like that. Excellent. So now we have plastic production. Plastic is on this side. Now let me check and make sure I have all of the blue-handed. Yep, all the inserters are in place. I believe these should be, yeah, as soon as this comes down, we'll make sure this is running. Yes, it is. Excellent. All right, well, I'm going to call that an episode for today. So as always, thank you all very much for watching. I hope you join me in the next one, but until then, my name's been Rotype, and I'll see you next time.